Hello everybody, and we are back with another episode of the Dark Elves Saga. We are playing Warhammer Total War 2. We are being the Dark Elves. We are led by Malekith because he has the best hat. And if you don't believe me, it's this guy here, behind my head. Ooh, wrong way. Look at that. What a hat. There he is, close up in the portrait. All sorts of big antlery things. Anyway, so that's a brief aside. What we're going to do now is begin this episode by actually not beginning this episode. Do nothing for a second. I need to remember to save the game because it's been a few turns since I've done that. Oh, apparently it's only been 2 turns, but they were 2 turns which had 3 battles in them, so there you go. Let's go. Firstly, we will search these ruins. We want solitude is always desired. So one of those things at the bottom only has one of its type in the thing at the top. This is what I've worked out. I like these ones. They're kind of easier. So if we look here for the weird dinosaur-y type thing, we've got one there, and one there. So it's not the dinosaur thing. We've got these weird kind of clawed hand type looking things. We've got one in the middle. One there, so it's not that. This weird insecty like thing, we seem to have one. So I think it's going to be that. Double checking though, we've got 2 of these. Dunk dunk, yep, so it's this. 40 extra scrolls, boom. And a venom sword apparently, which is rare. Bonus versus intro, oh, okay. Enables poison attacks. Sweet. So now that's his turn. Next turn, we'll colonise, which is going to cost 1,100 troops, which is remarkable. But that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, let's just check out that sword. Hold on. Details. You've currently got a Whip of Agony, which is +2. Reduce magic for Word of Pain. I don't know whether I use Word of Pain. Do I use Word of Pain? No. Don't use Word of Pain, so that's actually not really a thing. So we could go for the Cloak of Twilight, which is kind of cool. When did I get all of these? Moderate magical damage, that's cool. Oh, there's Fireball. So we seem to be wearing basic armour. Okay. Charge bonus, melee bonus, weapon strength, and bonus versus infantry. Interesting. Lots of choices going on here. That's no choice at all. Right, so I think that's a good thing to have. I think she can keep that. The Sword of Striking, I think. What are we doing? We're going much more weapon strength and poisonous. Why not? Who we got over here? Anyone? Anyone spare? We've got a factor, apparently. What's a factor do? Income from trade. Definitely have one of those. That's cool. We are good and handy at all sorts of things. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Just going to go and check my other general. And actually move her straight back in here because otherwise this province goes berserk.
Dark Lord.
That's better. Public order is 0. I did say I wanted to build this, and then I wanted to build that, and then I wanted to do something else. It's going to take ages. I'm still not entirely sure if it's the right thing to do. Could I just sit here for a while? The corruption is down at -15 instead of 17, so that's That's an improvement, right? And we do have a 4% shift going on, so... I'm still not entirely 100% convinced that I want to be building anything there. I think I want to just wait until it's not as shit, and then take over these when I eventually get around to taking over this guy's stuff, because that is going to happen. Absolutely 100% certain that is going to happen. In the meantime,
Noble of Nagaroth.
what are you doing, Evil Lyn? Sitting around making the public order balance. So many choices, guys. So many choices. Like, we could have extra, ultimately 300 a turn, which would be useful. We don't really need... Do we need growth? Kind of don't really need so much growth here anymore, because the only thing that we need to grow is this one, this last one, this... Do we need extra growth? It's a question of working out if it's going to be more beneficial to build these, giving 40 extra points of growth eventually. I mean, they're not expensive. We are on plus 40, 145, so we would then get to 185. It's not that big of a difference. So the other thing we could do is build the road, which I keep pointing at the road. I keep hovering over the road like, ooh, shall I build the road? Let's do that, because a little bit of extra cash is always good. Go over here. What have we got going on here? That needs to grow, because then the gold mine can grow. That's what we're spending our money on this turn. No, we're not spending our money on you. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Right, Evelyn, where are you? You're there.
Noble of Nagaroth.
Where do I need you to be? Probably where you are. Just probably need to give her an army, but I don't need to give her an army yet. Although I think we can build better units now. So we've got Witch Elves, we've got Harpies. These guys now have shields instead of not having shields, so that's an extra 4 melee defense. And I think it gives them a bonus. I think shielding gives them a bonus against archery. I'm not quite sure, but something along those lines. So we have got some new things we can build. Just not sure if we need to build those now.
Cease your provocations.
I'm in the wrong province. The other thing we really need to do is upgrade that. So we can have more of those and more of these. What's the difference there then? Oh, I can already build those because I've got a port. So that's just the same as that, but it does mean you get the guys with the big swords. So if I didn't have a port, those little handbow dudes would be tricky to get hold of, but we do have a port, so we're fine.
The Druki are restless.
Favored of the
I'm just starting to wonder, I could make my life easier just by taking her, getting some cheap troops, and going over here and capturing that. God, crossbowmen are very expensive. They are very expensive. That'll do. So, going to give her a very small army, going to march her over to Crag, whatever that was, deep, and she's going to colonise that. Meanwhile, at the absolute other end of the universe, there's some people in a boat. Don't know what they're doing. Apparently they're trying to get hold of a temple of gold.
It matters not.
No, I want to destroy you. I do not want a peace treaty with you. Yeah, because I'm mean. Hang on. An Azure mage has been captured in a recent raid. Your lord desperately wants to make them a personal slave. However, this mage has a gift for prophecy, so it might be beneficial to claim him as your own. I think she was on loyalty 9. Now, so if I do this... Satchel of Potions. Ability, Potions of Toughness. Ability number to use 2+ for Potion of Toughness. Kind of irrelevant, really. You can have him. I'll take the cash.
Upon the ritual site, my lord, for there is still time to prevent its fulfillment. If you cannot intervene in time, however, there may be the opportunity to hire more local forces to strike on your behalf.
I don't really know what's going on here. They're obviously completing an intervention of some kind. I'm on 338, so I'm about to get to that point where I do the ritual. I mean, do I just throw away 5 grand? I mean, what does this do? I don't really understand. I don't think I've ever had this happen to me before. The armies of the world march upon the ritual site, my lord. There is still time to prevent fulfillment. If you cannot intervene in time, however, there may be blah, 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 blah. Where are we even supposed to be going? Just don't even know where this is happening. Ah, it's happening there. Well, I'm certainly not going to make it down there in any amount of time. 8 turns remaining. Okay. Interventions. We've got 5 grand right now. We could intervene right now. Maybe hide by clicking on the intervention button. Armies do not operate under the direct control of the summoning faction, but will instead act autonomously to achieve their objectives. Intervention armies cost money to hire. The more money spent, the greater the military power. The size of the intervention army... Fine. Thanks for that brief explanation. It was a brief explanation. 5 grand, 3 turns worth of money. And he was about to do this, which is going to cost me 1 grand. Fine, we'll colonise there, then he's going to sit there and heal, and then the next turn we will... Oh, hold on.
The people grow restless.
I think that just about adds up. Don't spend any more money. Oh. Someone's there's got a level up marker on them. You have a dragon cloak. You are sadistic. You are level 5. You can therefore... go the same way as the other one and be a blade master. That's fine. Somebody else has leveled up in here. Hold on, is it you?
They are adequate.
Yep. It would be nice to be able to get that up to another level. But we can't. Ward of Cain, missile resistance. Ooh. Charge bonus, leadership causes fear. Melee attack, weapon strength. Or... Okay, so... She's already poisonous. Let's make her poisonous and horrifying. Seems like a good plan. Anything else we need to do? Right, we're not spending any money. Thank you. Not spending any money. Right. Right. Next turn we're going to send an intervention. Intervention! I don't really know what it does, but hopefully it's going to annoy the slan. Ooh. Places have got population services. Right, mission successful. Yay!
We have all the scrolls.
We have all the scrolls we need to commence the ritual. Let's not delay.
Let us not delay, for Felicion stands ready.
Enact the great ritual. Ritual of the Tortured Oracle. King Malekith enact the ritual. 2000. Doo-doo-doo. Lovely. Imminent rebellion. The Chill Road is about to rebel again, which is probably okay. I think that's a bit up here. This is the bit which I said it's going to continually rebel until it's not chaotic. Oh, he's gained severe. That's handy. And authoritarian for Evil Lynn, which is even more handy because she can now stand here and make everyone really happy. Right, so... Okay. Where's me right? Ah. While this ritual is in progress, the following settlements will be nominated as ritual sites and must be defended from enemy incursions. What that says to me is that him being all the way over here is a terrible idea. So what we actually want is for him
Rest.
to come back.
Your king has arrived.
Come back! And we won't start the ritual until he is at least there because I don't want to get invaded. Now what I do want to do is annoy the other one. Yeah, whatever. Because I think that's like firing a missile off into, you know, it's going to just home in because we don't have to do anything. We do still have some cash left over. I don't think we really want to worry about that. Where's this going to... Why are you so unhappy? You're not supposed to be unhappy. That's a nightmare.
The people are displeased.
Cruel Dreadlord. I march onwards. Go on.
Oh dear. What's your rate? 8 out of 10. What about you? 10 out of 10. You're happy. Happy as Larry. I'm not going to quite begin the ritual yet. So what did I get wrong there? I failed to look at this. This is what happens if you don't look at stuff, it all goes horribly wrong. Why is that so bad? Taxes and slaves, and there's no buildings to prevent it from getting worse. That's just terrible. Terrible organisation. There should be a torture pit in one of these places, and I am now realising what an idiot I've been, because I've should have been looking after that. Right, so let's just make sure we're not going to do something similarly stupid over here. We are at -46, but we're currently at +3. But we're only at +3 because we've got a big army in the province. So what we really need is a torture pit. We can't build a torture pit. In 2 turns' time, we'll be able to build a torture pit over there. This one is going to continually be a nightmare, and there's nothing we can do about that. That's why I've been ignoring it. But these other ones should have been fine. So that's a real problemo. Rebellion! What we need to do is basically, before that rebellion becomes massive, we need to go and find it and sit on it. Oh god, this is a bit of a nightmare. Oh, more kettle drumming. And we've researched some technology. And somebody's gained severe, so that's all good. Right, where are these rebels? How big are these rebels? Average sized. How big are you? Not big enough.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
I can't quite get in the flipping thing.
Enacting my dark desires. Moving!
This is either going to go horribly wrong or it's going to work out just about okay, and I'm not sure. Really not sure. Right, what does you need to not die? Probably one of those. Almost certainly one of those. And something else. I don't know if witch elves are any good or not. I'm tempted just to buy one and throw it at the enemy just to see what happens. Yeah, it's all gone horribly wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We're bringing him back.
I am the Witch King.
We can't quite make it that far, it's annoying. Yes, come back to there.
Speak.
On your giant Tyrannosaurus thing. Nicely done.
Fear me.
Can't quite make it across the border into the home place, but that's alright. That'll be fine. Right, so that's got some sort of defensive thing, and this being a capital place also has some defensive things. So hopefully, if they're raiding and not mustering, that's going to be good news. We are now looking alright, so that's good.
Be quick.
Down here we're on 0, so that's kind of good. Okay, I think I'm going to start this ritual. Ooh, tech. We don't have enough money for new tech, so we should just get some old tech. Hey, we've got harpies now. Might as well make them good.
The ritual is underway, my lord. Even working together, it will take your greatest adept some time to complete.
Let's ritual.
Such is the ritual's power that the great vortex itself distorts under its pull. Be wary, though, for while the
Jesus Christ, where do they come from?
Forces of chaos will slip into this world. Ready your defenses, for they will doubtless be drawn to the ritual's power.
That's a bit worrying, isn't it?
King of the Druki.
Where did those armies go? Or where were those armies? I'm sure I just saw some armies. They vanished. Like an old oak table. Right, let's think. Do we need to build anything over here? We've got 6 grand. We are waiting for...
Merciless one.
Basically, everyone's moved. There's not a lot we can do about anything, really. That's about to grow. That's not big enough to be useful for anything. Right, let's grow that one. Cool. Somebody else wants something built? Ah! More cash? Better defences? Better defences sounds like a good plan. 3 turns, okay. I mean, it's far away from the front lines. I'll tell you what I'm also going to do here is stick out some roads. 5 turns. Whatever, that'll be fine. We are at the end of this turn though, so let's wait for a Chaos Army to go and besiege Nagarond and make my day awful. Hopefully they've run off to fight someone else, which would be really cool. I also have no idea about whether this ritual thing that the Slan started is going to be disrupted by the fact that I spent 5 grand on it or not. Oh, the Dark Elf intervention has been destroyed. Sugaring sugars. Okay, we are 27 minutes into this episode. I'm going to call it right here because this is a vitally important battle. So thank you very much for watching. Let's just get a quick save done. And I will see you again for this battle, which I'm going to have to fight myself manually because that is a bit terrifying.
Slaughter calls us. Draw your blades. We fight.
Because they've got cannons as well, which means they're not even waiting. Bloody. Any good news is there's no archery. Right. Next episode. Massive battle. See you there. Bye.